SummerSlam is 11 days away, and this has been quite a card, honestly. And the last time we talked about it was just the only match on the card was Taker and Lesnar. So let's go through the rest of the card here. First off, let's go through whatever we normally do. Ever since WrestleMania, they've had this format on their site for the match cards here. You have like time for pay-per-view, the matches, the must-see videos, the ultimate experience for tickets. So obviously SummerSlam Access, something like that, and of course the network order now, which you can get your first month free, which means pretty much every month you can do this. I guess there's people that tell me that you can be able to do this over and over again. Whether that's through a multiple email trick or whether that's just through canceling your subscription in time and just renewing it to continue a free subscription, I guess. I don't know how it works. I'm not on the network. I don't care about it. But that's another story for another time. Let's go through the rest of these matches here, and oh my god, there are a lot of them. First off, the Intercontinental Championship match. A triple threat match, the Intercontinental title. The recently returning Ryback defends the title against the Big Show and The Miz. And I don't know how to do this, because normally I would think that Ryback just won the title, he would hold on to it, but he came off an injury recently. It was a staph infection in his, I want to say it was in his knee or in his leg. It was somewhere around the leg or the knee. I don't remember for sure. But he's returning from injury for the first time, defending his title. I believe this is his first or second title defense, but his first one for sure after this injury. I honestly don't know what to think of this match. This match was originally supposed to happen at a different pay-per-view a couple months ago, but then this injury happened, and yeah, it was supposed to happen last month actually at Battleground, but Ryback had a staph infection, which was a horrible thing to have. I just want to say really quickly that does happen a lot. Not just CM Punk, who that happened to him, and we had this lawsuit out of it, and it is what it is now. But those mats in that ring, it doesn't matter if it's in the mats in the ring, aren't washed properly, or just during a show something happens and you have contact with some kind of germ or bacteria or something of some sort, and you get a staph infection. Don't know how you got it in the leg, but that's how it happened. But I will say this: I think Ryback will retain the belt because honestly, Big Show and Miz will cancel each other out. To be honest, it's a very simple match, and Miz is actually, I think, is doing a movie soon, so he won't win the match for sure. So it just comes down to Big Show and Ryback will probably retain. And the match is now official: the United States Championship versus the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. John Cena, the United States Champion, versus the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, and this match was announced on Top Enough last night. And Cena, the reason being is Cena had his nose broken 2 weeks ago on Raw for the United States Championship, ironically, and against Seth Rollins, and it was a brutal knee. I mean, God, when I saw that knee, I knew he was going to break something, and the nose looked Barrett-esque, maybe worse than Barrett's actually. And Barrett's is probably legitimate because he's had a bunch of bare-knuckle brawling experience, bare-knuckle fighting, brawling, whatever you want to call it, bare-knuckle boxing, whatever you want to call it, experience. And John Cena looked like a fucking prize fighter in the 12th round, getting his nose broken in the 4th. Oh my God, it was brutal. And those scenes first. I don't even know. Is this his current nose in the picture? I don't know if this is his current nose. It is, because his nose is a lot bigger, so it's still swelled up a little bit, from what I can see. But I don't know in this one. I really don't know. I honestly feel that Seth Rollins will win this match, regardless. We're gonna have a new champion of some sort. But I think it's too soon to take the belt off of Rollins. I mean, he just won at WrestleMania, and well, I think Cena won at WrestleMania too, so I can't really use that argument. But I will say this: Cena with his nose, that is going to be a weak factor, and because of that only, I feel that John Cena will not win this match and become a 16-time world champion. I just hope it doesn't happen this way. I just don't. And we were talking about Lesnar and Brock, or Lesnar and Taker. The next match here is a three-team elimination match. A three-member team. The team of Team Bella. They're represented by Divas Champion Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Alicia Fox. Team PCB. Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. And the team of Team Bad, Beautiful and Dangerous, or Beautiful and Dominant. Whatever you want to go, either way works. NXT Women's Champion Sasha Banks, Tamina, and Naomi. This is a match I would have wanted to see at Battleground, but we saw a triple threat obviously because of that. But this is the first time I believe we're talking about all these women at the same time, so I just want to break down a little bit of history for each woman here. For Charlotte, we know that she is obviously the daughter of Ric Flair, the former NXT Women's Champion in her own right. Becky Lynch had an amazing showing at one of the takeovers ironically against Sasha Banks. I believe the last takeover event. It was amazing. She didn't win the title, but she could have won it. It was a great match. Sasha Banks, we talked about either, but the women's champion has been killing it at NXT. As of all these women, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha have been killing it. They have been the women's division in NXT, and then they're moving over here. The reason being, Stephanie McMahon a couple months ago brought these women in to each team. Actually, I don't want to say each team, but Becky and Charlotte for Paige's team, Sasha for Team Bad, and I just want to say this is a very interesting match because I don't know what's going to happen in this. I don't know. All I know is I'm assuming that someone will pin Nikki Bella in this match and set up a match for what's the next pay-per-view? Night of Champions? Night of Champions. And yeah, Night of Champions will probably be a Divas title match between the winner of whoever. But I just want to say something really quick about the sister sorority or submission sorority or whatever it was. How can you not fucking look at use Google? Triple H used a Google example on China for fuck's sake, and you're talking about a submission sorority? I mean, it's very nice, but to be fair, it's probably better than naming your team PCB, Paige, Charlotte, and Becky, which reminds people of PCP, which is totally different. Eventually they'll probably get a name fit out for them, so this works for now, and I just want to say that I don't care who wins this match. I really don't. I just love that the women's wrestling is back on the main roster and is worth a damn. NXT was the only place in the WWE to get women's wrestling that was worth a damn. And I love it. I love this storyline. I love these angles. I love Give Divas a Chance. I love this Divas Revolution. And I don't care who wins this match. I just want to see a great match. It's going to be a great one. Probably 30 minutes maybe for this match. That's just a guess. Because elimination for 3 teams, if you want to make a long match, possibly that could be a good match to do it for, but I doubt they'll do it that long. And the next one, the Green Arrow and the Red Arrow. Arrow and Neville will face Stardust and King Barrett. Now, Stardust has been very interesting because personally I wanted him to come back as Cody Rhodes, kind of like how Chavo got rid of the current white gimmick when Eddie died. The same could go for Cody when Dusty died, and unfortunately we also lost another legend recently, Roddy Piper, one of the all-time great talkers, and I could talk about it at a different time, but I just want to say I'm still shocked about it. I don't know, I'm kind of speechless about that, but this match has been brewing. I honestly thought it would be a Arrow versus Stardust match about who being the hero and whatever. But Stephen Amell, the Arrow over here, has done great. He actually fucking jumped over the rope perfectly for his first time in a ring, as far as I know. A hell of an athlete, and I don't know what the fuck his beard's doing here, like a Fu Manchu into a full circle beard, maybe. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but probably it's a bad picture. But what happened here is it was during a Neville King Barrett match. I believe forgot who won. I want to say Neville won. No, Barrett won. Barrett won, and then Stardust came out, and then Amell kicked his ass, and Triple H actually said he wants these papers signed in the morning, and they were, and it's official. I just want to say that hopefully after the pay-per-view we'll have the end of Stardust and just go back to Cody, because the only way this match will work is Amell beats Cody, the hero beats the villain, and the villain changes his ways and goes back to being a hero or gets rid of the gimmick. That's the only way this will work, in my opinion. And speaking of tag team, this is a tag team of mania right now. The tag team title's on the line in a fatal 4-way. Primetime Players versus the New Day. I don't know which members of the New Day, but the New Day, Los Matadores, and the La Lucha Dragons in a fatal 4-way match. This is holy clusterfuck. This is a hell of a match right here. I'm just gonna eliminate people just based on who they are and what they do, because that's the only way you can do a fatal 4-way. Predict one, really. I honestly feel that the Primetime Players, they just won the belts. Again, these people just won the belts. It wouldn't make sense for them to lose the belts here, but if this was a match you could do it on, I would want to send a New Day, because the New Day just lost the belts, and I don't think they need them per se, but given the Los Matadores is, I don't think that'll work at all. The Lucha Dragons may be the only hope in this match. If you wanted to give them the titles, have them pin New Day, and then they can feud for a while or something, or the Condom Heads or Los Matadores. They have fucking condom masks, or whatever the fuck they have on their masks. They should be champions because of that. They have the fucking Condom Heads. And you got these cool motherfuckers on with their cool masks, Kalisto and Sin Cara, which is Hunico under the mask for a couple of months now because Mystico was fired last year. And with this match, I just want to say, either New Day or Kalisto, if you're going to make them lose the belts, these are the teams to give it to, otherwise Primetime Players will retain. And finally, Tag Team of Mania, SummerSlam, the Summerfest Super Slam, whatever you want to call it, has a tag team match. Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper versus Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Now, Luke Harper has recently come back since Battleground to be a part of the Wyatt family once again, and I love this. Eric Rowan is injured still, so that's why he's not in this match or even around the Wyatt family at this point. He might be eventually, but I don't know for sure. But there's only one way I feel this match can go. And if that is if Roman Reigns turns on Dean Ambrose and Wyatt and Harper pick up the win. You have this biggest angle, the biggest angle possibly. People don't like Roman. I don't like Roman. People don't like Roman. I don't like him as a wrestler, but I don't like him as a wrestler. I like him as a person, but not as a wrestler. And the thing is, if you're gonna make him your next big star, eventually you're gonna have to make him turn heel. So what I feel is going to happen is Roman is going to turn on Ambrose, and Harper and Wyatt pick up the win. But SummerSlam is 11 days away. There are going to be a lot more matches on this card. It's a 4-hour show. We haven't even had a pre-show match announced yet. So hopefully, in the next few months, something will happen. And the biggest part of the summer is coming very, very soon.